Hello everyone and welcome to today's podcast titled Teaching in the Age of AI, Rethinking Language Education. I am Maki and joining me here are two amazing educators, educators of language. And we have here Mr. Jacob and Ma'am Janice. So today we're diving into a very timely topic, the integration of artificial intelligence in language teaching. As you are all aware, no, AI has been transforming classrooms around the world, from automated grammar checkers to personalized learning platforms and even AI-driven assessments. According to the recent studies, AI has becoming one of the most influential forces shaping modern language education because of its potential to support flexible, learner-centered instruction. So in this conversation, we'll explore the roles, the benefits, the challenges, and what the future might look for us as an educators. Hello, ma'am. Thank you for joining me here. Thank you, sir, for joining me here in this podcast.
Thank you for inviting us. And our topic is very exciting topic for us to be discussing.
Yes, that's right. It's very relevant to our society right
We are
now.
so happy to be here. AI is changing everything, especially how students learn the languages.
Yeah. So now let's have our first discussion, which is the role of the role of artificial intelligence in language teaching. So since you are already they are already teachers na, right? Yeah, they are teachers na. So they have their own classes na. You're very familiar na with the different AIs na ginagamit ng mga bata, tama? So how about you in your teaching? What are the different artificial intelligence or chatbots that you're using in your classroom setup?
So personally, as a teacher, one of the artificial intelligence I am using is the ChatGPT, the very known ChatGPT.
How about you, sir?
Yeah, same goes with mom. I am also using the ChatGPT, the CC, and we also have the Meta AI, which is very accessible for us, teachers as well as the students, to use in learning, in gathering information, in having different knowledge with different topics that we are discussing in our daily discussion.
Yeah. You mentioned earlier the Meta AI, no?
Yeah.
Can we use the Meta AI with, even if it's offline, the Meta
I
AI?
think it should be online.
Online pala.
because, yeah.
But it doesn't require to have data.
Okay. Even if you don't have data. So it's very accessible for us and even for the
Yes,
students,
of
especially for
course.
them. It's very easy for them to search, say for example, to ask questions, and then they can have their responses even if they don't have data or Wi-Fi using the Meta AI. And also the responses are very quick, no? Very mabilisan the responses. Yes.
Just going to type the question and then
It will only load ng konti.
The answer is will instantly, andyan na siya.
Oh yes, will pop up. Tapos
Yeah.
they're just going to recite the answer. So are you allowing your students ba in your classroom ay yung sa klase ninyo using AI ng mga bata?
Well, for me po, it depends on the topic.
On the topic, always for the topic.
But if I wanted my students to learn from their own, I didn't require them to use technology. I ask them to keep their cell phones because I know, kaya nga nabanggit natin kanina, in one click, makakasagot na sila kaagad with the question that you are asking to them.
Okay, so
Correct.
same goes with Ma'am Janice. Of course, I am not allowing them to use their cell phone during discussions. Of course, they have to generate their own answer. They have to come up with their own answer. So with that,
Correct.
they are not dependent with the use of AI.
And we can assess
Correct.
kung may
Yes.
natutunan sila.
Importante na nakikita natin na natututo yung mga bata.
Although yes, correct, no? Even if we're in this new era, new age, no? Computer age, sabi nga nila, we still have to check whether our students learn through writing, no? Hindi lang siya more on digital, sa cellphone, ganun. Kasi syempre, sagot yun ng AI. That's the AI's answer, not theirs. So, it's very important to check their understanding using the paper and pen test.
Yes, very traditional.
Okay. Tama. Now, let's have naman the benefits of integrating AI. Benefits of integrating AI in teaching.
Well, one of the benefits of artificial intelligence for me as a teacher is the efficiency.
Efficient, really
Yes.
efficient.
We all know na we Filipino, mahilig tayo sa mga rush.
Yeah.
Rush natin mga Pilipino na kung saan ang dami-dami natin, sa dami ng paperworks that we are required to submit. Wala na tayong time minsan. So, as we use artificial intelligence as a teacher, efficient siya, tapos time consuming. Diba? Hindi na natin kailangan mag-isip ng matagal kasi nga, in one click, nakakagawa na tayo or yung mga kailangan na information na kailangan natin is, andun na siya agad.
Oo, correct. Lalo tayo teachers, so many paperworks that we have. Parang
Yes.
kung iisipin mo pa yung ilang lessons ang meron sa inyo, ma'am, sa isang araw, sa iyo, ma'am, ilan?
Sa akin po, sa mga subject ko kasi ay really to aralin lahat.
Oo, to study pa. How about you, sir?
I am handling 2 classes din. And syempre, in preparation with that, kailangan kong mag-aral. Kailangan kong aralin yung mga lesson na i-discuss ko sa mga students. Syempre tayo yung magbibigay ng information sa kanila. And with the use of AI, syempre, napapadali na sa akin na aralin. Marami ng information na nag-gather na mai-share ko sa mga estudyante.
Mapapabilis niya.
And
It's very
as a
efficient.
teacher, we need to be perfect in front of our
Yes,
students.
of course.
And very...
As much as possible.
Yes, as much as possible. Kasi
Right.
nga, they are expecting to us.
They're very
And
dependent.
artificial intelligence is very necessary.
Yeah, like, tsaka there are some chatbots or AIs that they can generate, no? They can not only text-based, they can generate images. And I have tried nga, no? I generated one of my lessons in oral communication using ChatGPT. Yung ChatGPT, nag-prompt lang ako and then nag-generate siya ng isang PowerPoint.
Oh, that
No?
is so very
Pero napaka time saver yun.
Yeah.
Ano?
Yes.
Instead na igagawa pa sana, instead that I will making lesson intended for that day, it's one click na lang and it will generate instantly the lesson. So
Yeah.
yun, I just have to study what's being study and what's being provided, study and check and verify whether it is aligned to the competency that I will be teaching. So napaka-effective and I agree to that, Ma'am Janice.
So same goes with sir. As I browse sa TikTok, ay nakita ko ng video na doon present na meron ng AI na nag-generate talaga siya ng presentation. As in, kailangan mo lang i-input yung topics or yung mga kailangan na i-discuss mo. And with that, mag-generate na talaga siya ng buong-buo na yung information na ibibigay niya. So sabi nga ni sir, it is very time saver. Especially sa amin ng mga teachers na
Speaking of lesson plans, right?
Yes.
I think there are some AIs
generate,
can generate lesson plans, right? And also, I think for the TOS, I think there are some applications and artificial intelligence that can generate table of specifications. I think lang, no? Because parang narinig ko na may ganun. Pero I haven't tried one pa. Hindi ko pa nasusubukan. So, those are the different benefits that we can get in using artificial intelligence. Nakakahinga tayo. We can sleep, no? We can sleep at night ng maayos. Instead na gawin natin yung paperworks, we can, magpupuyat tayo, we can use it in other trabaho. Like we can bond, no? We can have our
time with different people.
yes, with different people, our leisure, nakakapag-drama tayo, para hindi tayo ma-stress, hindi lang work yung
Kailangan
iniisip
talaga natin
natin.
na minsan, kailangan din natin ng bonding with different
Yes,
people.
we have the work and life
Yeah.
balance. Narinig niyo na yun? Work and life balance, kailangan balance palagi. Huwag natin masyadong gawin lahat sa trabaho. And we have this naman, may mga katulong tayo like this, such AI, no? Katulong natin sila. They are not threat, no? They are not threat. Hindi sila banta. Instead, not anymore. Before, parang may mga, di ba ma, may mga issues, mga ganyan, na nagiging threat ang AI. But if we know how to use artificial intelligence correctly and wisely, it can be our benefit and companion. So, that is the benefit of AI for us sa ating teachers. Now, let's have naman po dito sa ating challenges and ethical concerns. So, what are the different challenges and concerns, no, that we can encounter when we are using this AI or the different chatbots?
Well, AI, artificial intelligence has advantages and disadvantages. So one of the disadvantages of artificial intelligence is the accuracy.
Correct.
So
The
AI can
accuracy.
give wrong information or answers, misleading feedback. So ngayon kasi, akala natin kapag nag-provide na ng information ang artificial intelligence, that's it. But not all the time. So there are information that are not accurate. Na as for my experience, na-try ko yung, I am asking a question but hindi maibigay ng artificial intelligence yung answer na kay gusto ko.
Yung gusto mo dapat. So with that, same with me, based on my experience, sa nakikita ko sa mga students na ngayon, they are very dependent or nag-over-reliance na sila sa AI. And with that, hindi na sila, ayun na nga, hindi sila nag-generate ng sarili nilang ideas, ng opinion, ng thoughts. And with that, ayun, dependent na lang sila sa paggamit ng AI. So, hindi na sila, hindi na very reliable or hindi na sila natututo.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, there's really an issue when it comes to accuracy in using AI. No? Yung accuracy talaga ang tinitignan or yung parang pinaka-problem when it comes sa AI. Kasi syempre ang AI, gawa lang din siya ng mga tao, di ba? At mga tao, we are not perfect. So is the artificial intelligence, the technology that we made. So yun, we have to check always no, if the information is accurate. Kasi I think I have tried, no, nung parang sabi ko dun sa AI, nag-prompt ako, may prompt, tapos sabi ko, cite sources for this information. No? So, nagbigay naman siya ng source. Sinite niya naman. But nung clinic ko yung yung citation niya, hindi yun yung lumabas. Natry niyo na yun, iba yung lumabas. So, ibig sabihin, kung ano lang yung prinamp mo sa kanya, gagawin niya. But, the problem is, hindi tama. Oo, ginawa niya. Tama naman, ginawa niya. Pero, hindi nga tama yung, or hindi accurate yung information na nakalagay doon sa citation na binigay niya. So that's one major ethical issues, ethical concerns when we are using artificial intelligence. It could mislead.
Kailangan talaga natin mag-conduct pa ng research. We have the Google na pwede na nating basehan ng information. So doon pwede tayong makapag-gather ng information by simply typing the questions. And with that, pwede natin ipag-compare and contrast yung sagot ni Google and ni AI.
Correct. Sa kasi here in using AIs, artificial intelligences and chatbots, there kasi you have to be very good in prompting. Kasi once the prompt is not good or it's a bad prompt, the result will not come up to your desired output. Kasi nga, sabi di ba parang garbage in, garbage out, sabi niya, in using kung ano yung pinasok mo or ano yung in-input mo doon sa AI, yun yung product na ilalabas niya. So, ganun, we have to be very good when it comes to prompting to achieve our desired outcome or output na gusto natin ipa-generate doon sa AI. So, yun. So, that's the major threat or the major concerns and ethical concerns when we are using artificial intelligence. Naalala ko pala, when I was at college, I'm using different platforms like Killbot and Grammarly. So, yun, kahit gano'n siya, AI na siya, still, may mga lapses, there are still lapses and problems, no? I still have to double check whether the grammar, since it is Killbot, the grammar is correct or not. So, I have to rely on the printed dictionary, ganyan, to identify whether it is correct or hindi. So, yun din siya. We have to be very keen to the information, no? Dapat matanglawin, no? When we are...
Especially sa atin ng mga language teachers, of course, kailangan natin maging perfect sa structure ng sentences, ng grammar. And with that, we have the keyword niya. Ang sinasabi ni Sir na will help us to at least ma-master natin yung structure ng mga sentences, ng mga paragraph. And with that, madali natin siyang maituro sa mga bata.
I remember I also tried that keyboard. So when I am student before, there's activity that we need to make an essay, and I am not perfect. So I tried using the keyboard, and it really helps me in fixing my grammar.
Yes. It's so very helpful.
Yeah, sa Kilbot, di ba, I think there are choices whether the grammar will be standard, creative, fluency, may mga, they have choices, right? So, that's another factor, no? Another feature ng AI na kung paano natin pagandahin yung mga words, yung sentences, ganun, especially now, in new age, we have so many words that's being invented and wrong grammar is being normalized na, nino-normalize na nila yung wrong grammar, which is hindi dapat. So we have to use these different platforms, AI chatbots, to have, to correct what's not, ganon, para makorek, no? Gagamitin natin sila bilang katuwang natin, no? So, with that being said, now let's have naman the future. Do you think there is a place for AI in the future? Meron pa kayang puwang, meron pa kayang lugar ang AI, ang mga chatbots in class, especially in classroom settings, in the future? Meron po
Yes,
kaya?
I think AI will be more integrated, especially in the classroom routines, such as, we may have the AI that will track the students' progress, such as their reading skills, writing, listening, and speaking. So with that, sooner or later, siguro meron na tayong AI na matatrack yung mga skills ng mga students.
And AI will likely help us create more immersive learning environments. So imagine virtual reality lessons where students can simulate traveling abroad, speaking the language in real context. So there must be instances na hindi na kailangan pumunta ng mga tao sa ibang bansa just to experience what they are experiencing. Baka kasi here in Philippines, darating yung araw na kaya na rin natin ma-experience yung mga
Kaya na natin makipagsabayan
Yes.
sa ibang bansa, no?
Countries like Japan.
Since sa ibang bansa, very sila advanced.
Advanced.
They are very advanced.
I think tahuhuli na nga tayo
Yeah.
mga answer, no? But malay natin in the future,
Yeah.
makahabol tayo sa changing society, no?
Yes, we are hoping.
Oh, we are hoping. So, meron pa kaya na mga possible place ng AI or features ng AI in the future, meron pa?
Well, AI nga kasi, since dito pa lang, ngayon pa lang, talagang very, gamit na siya. So, sooner or later, diba, threat siya sa atin, lalo na tayo yung mga teacher, kasi, yun nga, natuturuan yung mga bata na maging tamad, but in the future, alam ko, this artificial intelligence will be necessary na siya. Kailangan na siya sa pag-aaral ng mga students.
Tsaka it's easy to study language na, no? Different language.
Yes.
Kasi may mga translations na
Yes,
sa
madali na
AI.
siya.
Madali na siyang, oo. Parang even if you don't buy books, printed books, still makakapag-aral ka, parang limitless na yung access mo kasi you have this artificial intelligence. Basta sa'yo na lang kung paano mo siya aralin o gagamitin. O tama nga yun na since we are now in this generation, may AI na tayo, how much more pa kaya in the future? Baka mas malala pa, no? Mas madami pa, no? Mag-create and uusbong, no? Na mga AIs na magiging katulong natin, magiging katuwang natin in teaching the young learners. So, yun. But still, syempre tayo ba kayo, napapalitan kayo ng AI? May puwang pa kaya? Ang mga teachers naman, do you think there's
Hindi,
still
nakakatakot.
place, no?
Nakakatakot siya,
Tama.
pero we are still needed.
Oo.
Kailangan pa rin tayo.
We are still the sole provider of
Yes.
information, Kailangan talaga.
Huwag tayong papatalo. Dapat, kung magaling ang AI, dapat mas magaling tayo kasi tayo yung gumawa.
Oo.
The humans created AI. No? So, huwag tayong papadaling sa kanila. So, although maraming nagagawa ang AI na hindi natin kayang gawin, marami din tayong kayang gawin na hindi
Kaya.
na. Oo, correct. Oo.
Yes.
Kaya dapat yun, gamitin lang natin na we should use artificial intelligence with discipline, no? Do you have any tips po? May mga tips kayo sa ating mga learners, sa ating mga AI users, may it be teachers, may it be instructors, professors, or students, and even common people lang, no? Do you have any tips or tips and proper ways on how to use artificial intelligence?
Well, one of the tips I can share is, of course, the discipline in using artificial
Dapat disiplinado talaga.
Kailangan talaga.
Yes, nakakatulong na siya sa daily life natin. But we must be disciplined in using that artificial intelligence and we should not rely on that. Kasi paano rin tayo, even as teachers, para tayo matututo if we are relying on that artificial intelligence?
Okay, so for me, I think ito is para siya sa lahat, hindi lang siya para sa teachers, para sa mga
For
students.
general.
But for general, na kailangan, there should be a moderation in using AI. Siyempre, we should strike a balance between using the AI and at the same time, we should check the accuracy of the information given by the AI. We should conduct research, or we should research more to gather information na kailangan knowledgeable tayo, or we are knowledgeable enough in using the AI.
Correct. And for me naman, I think we have to use AI with critical thinking present. No? Nandun yung ating critical presence of mind and presence ng critical thinking. Kasi if we don't know how to filter those pieces of information that is being given by AI, ChatGPTs, ganyan. So, maluloko tayo or madali tayo makapag-mislead. We can mislead and give misinformed other people who can read the output na ating ginagawa or kung sino man yung tuturuan natin. Since we are teachers, diba, we should be very careful sa pagde-deliver ng mga information sa mga bata kasi everything that we're saying to them, yun yung feeling nila or paniniwalaan nila kasi teacher tayo. Sa atin sila nagre-rely, sa atin sila dumidepende. So we have to be critical, we should papaganahin natin ang ating critical thinking kasi yun, dapat i-filter nga natin, no? Susuriin natin kung tama ba or mali yung information, kung angkop ba, gano'n, yung mga information that is generate ng mga AI. Although marami talagang benefit, di ba, ang AI. Madaling mag-check, madaling mag-record, but still, we have to be very careful in using artificial intelligence.
With that, makikita natin talaga na merong advantage and disadvantage ang paggamit ng AI.
Correct, meron. Nasa sa ating pa rin mga user kung paano natin siya gagamitin. Are we going to use it in our favor or not? Para gano'n. So, meron pa po.
There's one time na nakapanood ako ng video about the student praying. No?
Yes.
Hindi niya finilter yung information provided.
Correct.
Hindi na talaga yung
Ginamit na she asked artificial intelligence to make a prayer. But as she prayed, nakita doon na hindi niya finilter yung information na na-provide.
kung ano yung binigay niya sa GPT.
Yun talaga. As is, hindi niya na minodify. Napanood niyo rin pala yun.
Yes.
Hindi niya na inayos. Naging trending nga yun, di ba? Kasi syempre, talamak ang paggamit ng AI, tapos eksaktong yun yung lumabas.
Nabanggit na yung mga hindi.
Oo, na hindi dapat mabanggit. Na dapat siya ang gagawa sana. That person will modify. Di ba? Yun yung sabi doon sa you can modify this prayer according to your benefits. Parang ganun yata. So, kailangan talaga nating i-filter. Palitan ang dapat palitan doon kung meron.
Think critical.
Oo, yes.
So based on the examples given, doon natin may kita na talaga na kailangan natin gamitin ng maayos. Kailangan tayo, alam natin kung paano natin gamitin yung mga information na binibigay ni AI. So hindi dapat natin, hindi tayo pwede basta-basta na kinukuha lang yung information without...
Copy-paste.
Copy-paste, control
Yes.
B lang tayo. Meron pa po?
I think
that's it.
that's it.
Okay, so here as we wrap up, it's clear that AI has tremendous potential in language teaching. It supports personalized learning, provides immediate feedback, and helps teachers save time. Napaka time saver nito ng artificial intelligence. But it also brings challenges such as accuracy issues, data privacy concerns, and the need for proper teacher training. What's important is that we use AI responsibly. Sabi nga nila, Ma'am and Sir, we should use AI with in moderation and in discipline. So, and then as a tool, not a replacement for human instruction. So we're going to use artificial intelligence not to replace us, but to help us as our tool to have our lesson, our language teaching more efficient and effective to our students. So,
AI is powerful, but the human touch will always be essential in language
classroom.
Yes, I agree. AI can practice, but teachers inspires, motivates, and connect with learners on a deeper level.
Correct. Tayo pa rin talaga. Tsaka iba ang,
Kailangan pa rin.
correct. Ibang learning experience ng mga bata kapag face-to-face, no?
Yes.
Nakaka-interact, hindi lang siya virtual, hindi lang siya online. Iba pa din ang nagagawa ng face-to-face na learning session.
Mas madali para sa kanila na kumuha or maintindihan yung
At
mga
saka, oo,
lessons.
correct. Tsaka may emotional attachment, di ba?
Yes.
Hindi katulad pag AI, di ba, they don't have feelings.
Yes.
So, yun na yun. Yun na siya, as is. Pero kapag tayo human, we have emotions na pinapaira. Emotions that lingers, sabi
It
niya.
really affects the learning.
Correct. So, do you have ano pa po, other inputs? Wala na. Sige po. Thank you so much for this insightful discussion, Ma'am Janice and Sir Jacob. And thank you for joining us. We hope this conversation encourage us, everybody, no? Everybody who's watching this podcast to explore AI, no? To explore AI tools critically and creatively in our own teaching practices. So,
Thank you for inviting
thank you so much
us.
again,
Thank you for
ma'am,
having
sir.
us, and we hope that we learn a lot from this discussion.
Thank you so much po. This is such an amazing experience to share ang information about AI.
Thank you so much po. Di ba yung nagkakwentuhan? Ay, yung sa talk show. Okay naman, no?